week's Safety Toolbox talk is our second safety talk in the last couple of weeks on fall protection. Here we are in mid-May. May throughout the country is the fall protection stand down because falls are the most cited citation by OSHA in the construction industry, and it is also the one element that is taking the most lives of construction workers annually, year after year. So last week I kind of gave you a hands-on on guardrail systems with the top rail, mid rail, toe board, the strengths required, the deflections required. Nice little toolbox on guardrails. Today is on harnesses, rope grab lanyards for suspended work, retractables for leading edge work, overhead work, shock absorbing lanyards. Now, when we provide you a harness, it needs to fit your person. I'm not going to provide a person like myself a double extra large harness or a small harness. I'm going to give a person of my size a harness that fits his person. And every day I use this, before every single use, I inspect my harness, I inspect my rope grab lanyard, or my retractable, or my shock absorbing lanyard, right? It's your responsibility when we provide you all this PPE to inspect it prior to each use. And then when you store these components, store them in a dry location, not in the bottom of a gang box with the skill saws piled on top of it to where skill saw blades are touching my harnesses or the components that are supposed to help me save my life. So this is very important, keeping this in good condition so that it saves you when it has to. Because we are talking a lot about suspended work and leading edge work here that can lead to a potential fatality or serious injury. Additionally, let's talk a little bit about anchor points. Whether it's an RB anchor, an engineered RB anchor that goes into a concrete deck that I can tie my lanyard off to, my D-ring, and then to my RB anchor in the concrete deck above me, right? Nice little engineered system. This D-ring with concrete anchors into a concrete slab or a concrete deck I can tie off to, engineered 5,000 pound anchor point, and or a beam wrap for wrapping a structural member or a concrete column, and I tie off with my lanyard to this D-ring. There's an awful lot to fall protection. What am I doing today? I need fall protection. Analyze my means and measures. Because if I use this shock absorbing lanyard, it's 6 feet long and it's got a deceleration device in it that's 42 inches long. And it attaches to my D-ring between my shoulder blades. My D-ring is not to be at my lumbar spine, all right? This is going to activate. It's 6 feet long, it opens 3.5 feet. My D-ring's 5 feet off of 0, 0. I am going to fall 14.5 feet, and with a little bit of slack in this, 100% of the time I use a shock absorbing lanyard, I am falling 15 feet. If I'm only working 8 feet above 0, 0, this is going to bottom me out. I'm going to break my ankles, my knees, my hips. I'm going to be in harm's way. So if I'm only working 8 or 10 feet off of 0, 0, I should be anchored off to a 5,000 anchor point and tied off with the retractable directly to my D-ring. That's what the manufacturer says on a retractable. This goes directly to your D-ring, not to a lanyard or any other application. But as I fall off that leading edge, this activates within 18 inches. So this is a better application when I'm working those shallower distances to the ground. Our tradesmen on suspended boards are using a lanyard to the back, 3-footer, shock absorber with a rope grab. And this goes through a rope, and it's your lifeline 300 feet of lifeline over your head and you're controlling this rope grab, and if you fall, this will activate on your rope. You will have a little bit of stretch on that rope, 3 to 5%. So your fall distance with a rope grab lanyard could be, 6 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet. So what am I doing, and what are my means and measures of application, whether it's a retractable, a rope grab lanyard, or a shock absorbing lanyard? It's all about fall arrests and how you protect yourself, and always being tied off to a 5,000-pound anchor point. This month is a critical month for every contractor in this country. We're supposed to talk to you and talk to you and talk to you about fall protection and the requirements. Last week was guardrail systems to engineer out a fall exposure, and today is fall arrest in case I can't engineer out that fall exposure and I'm exposed to a potential fall on the leading edge. Let's have a safe day. Let's have a safe week. Thank you.